Jeff Angelo sitting in for Jan on News Radio 1040 WHO. We are proudly an iHeart radio station. Well, this was I found this to be an amazing stat. This is according to a new Career Builder survey of nearly 2,200 hiring managers and more than 3,000 workers. 60% of employers vet job candidates' social media pages. We want to talk about that now because, of course, this is a big month for college grads doing job interviews, and I want to welcome to the News Radio 1040 WHO Newsmakers Line business coach Shontaye Hawkins. Shontaye, how are you?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
I am absolutely terrific. I love spending this time with you because this is such a big year for college, big month, big day for college grads to be out there, and they're in the market. But now they're thinking about those pictures that they posted during their college careers. So tell me, in light of this, that employers are checking out the social media pages of job candidates, what are some of the do's and don'ts of social media for a job searcher?
Oh, gosh. I mean, here's the thing. First of all, photos and video are big, right? So Be careful what you're posting. And you may say, I'm not even posting photos, right? Maybe your friends are tagging you. But here's the reality. You just have to make sure you know what's out there, what's being shown and depicted with you in them. What do those pictures look like? What are the videos? And what are you saying online? You know, can the things that you've posted, comments that you've made late at night after you've had maybe one too many drinks.
Oh, my, Shontaye, I hadn't thought about that. You've had a couple of drinks and you get on Facebook or Twitter, yeah?
Yeah, and you get on a rant about something or you're venting. Here's the thing. When we didn't have social media, how did you handle those situations?
Right.
So think about that. There's too many times we've heard, right, whether you're famous or not, these individuals post something on social media, they get on a rant, and then they take it down. They lose their job, and now they got a big PR issue on their hands.
Right. Now, can I go back, Shontaye, and delete, let's say I'm a week out of college, and I'm starting to delete posts and pictures. Are these HR people, are they doing a deep dive, or am I okay, listening to you talk to me right now, going back in and deleting stuff?
I would probably, here's the thing, you have settings.
Yeah.
Listen to me helping you hide your stuff.
It's just you and me, Shontaye. Let's just talk.
Yeah, we're just talking as buddies. Yeah. There are settings that you can actually go and select who sees your post and who sees your photos.
Okay.
So here's the thing. So you can put, like, say your boss. Oh, God, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to. Because I want those grads to get a job.
Yeah, we do. Ultimately, our heart's in the right place.
Right. So here's the thing. If your boss or a coworker friends you and you feel funny, or you're applying for a position and they friend you, there are groups in which you can put them in. So you can decide to put them in acquaintances, or you can put them in friends, etc., coworkers. And when you post a message, you can actually decide which of those groups get to see the message.
Okay.
And you can go back to your photos and different things that you posted right now and decide who can see those.
Oh, so you can go back and do that. Okay, well, that's good.
I do believe you could. Now Facebook changes stuff like all the time. I know. Right?
Yeah.
So that was a setting and an option yesterday.
So go see. Well, and one of the things that points you just made, Shontaye, that's absolutely right. I have friends that don't allow themselves to be tagged on Facebook without giving their permission to be tagged. Yes. That's really, really important because people might be tagging you in a picture or a statement they make that you don't know about, and all of a sudden your employer is going, oh, wow.
Right, so, and you can also, here's another setting.
Yeah.
You might actually have, so I have that same setting. People can't tag me. I have to approve it. And then once I do approve it, only I see it on my timeline. So if you go to my page, you're not going to, because sometimes we get tagged in all this kind of random stuff, and we want to support our friends and our family.
Right.
It's not really our views and beliefs, but it's for supporting them. So sometimes that you can have it set where only you see those things. And here's the other thing. So maybe you have that crazy family member or friend, right? You love them to death, but they're just really, really crazy.
Yeah.
And they are always posting random things on Facebook. You can have it set where only you see who's posting messages on your page.
All right, so that Shontaye, that's the negatives of it. But here's something that's really interesting. Like employers also are saying that they've used a candidate's social media post to actually hire them, to actually say, yeah, I think this would be a good person. So what are the do's in social media? What would help me get a job through my postings on social media?
Yeah, so they're looking for, especially if you are applying for an IT role, about 75%. They're using that to screen whether or not you'd be a good fit. And it's about 55% if you're in business and professional services. They're looking to see whether or not they can determine your skill set based off of what they see online. And a lot of that's probably going to be more so with LinkedIn and some of those and that platform versus Facebook so much.
Right.
But again, you want to make sure that if you are, say, a graphic designer,
mm-hmm.
you have samples of your work. If you're a writer, you have samples of your work. If you have, so if you're a college grad or you're coming out of college this weekend or this month, you may not have a lot of experience right now, but maybe you have internships that you've been a part of. Has your previous employer, have they given you any type of testimonial or review? Have them put those kinds of things on LinkedIn, and now an employer can see what others have said about you.
Yeah.
And recommendations, right? So if you have a referral letter, reference letter, use that to your benefit, especially on a platform like LinkedIn, which is kind of an online resume these days.
But I doubt that employers are looking for somebody that can drink a beer through a funnel. So that's probably, again, one of the things going back to what we previously were talking about.
That's not what they're going to be looking for. All
right.
If they do see that, they may decide that you're not a good fit. And this is the thing. Employers are getting tons of applications and resumes every day for opportunities. So they are trying to make their job easier.
Yeah.
Social media is just helping them take that list of 100 candidates down to 50, down to 10, down to 5.
Gotcha. This is Shontaye Hawkins. She's a business coach. So, Shontaye, here's something that's really interesting. More than 2 in 5 human resources managers use social networks to snoop on current employees. So can you be fired for what you're posting on social media after hours?
Yeah, you can.
You really?
They can decide that. They can decide. So if it's inappropriate, if they deem it's the language that you use, if they deem that it's poor communication, for example, we know that we have, either we use it, our friends use it, slang, right? And we cut words short. Instead of typing out Y-O-U, or your, we might just do the letter U, or you are, which I totally hate and get.
Yeah, me too. I don't like that either.
But they can deem that as poor communication and think about it. What if you're in the communications department at the company?
I hadn't thought about that.
Showing up online.
Right. So if you're using you and the number 2 and stuff like that, and you're the communications director, people can go, oh, man, this is not good.
Like, they're going to be sending emails to our top clients.
Yeah.
Is that what the email's going to look like, right? Yeah. So you have to be careful about how you're showing up online, whether it's after hours, and I know that it's your personal profile,
right,
to be able to do what you want to do, but the reality is when you decided to log in and set up a Facebook account, your personal life is no longer private because Mark Zuckerberg can open it up to anybody he chooses at any given time. Yeah,
that is a great point, Shontaye. And here was something else I wanted to share with you, one last point. More than 25% of human resources pros have run across something on social media that's led them to reprimand an employee. So if you're sitting in the HR person's office and they are reprimanding you for something you said on Facebook, let's say, do you just sit there and take it? I mean, I'd be defensive about it. Like, that's none of your business. But basically it sounds like it is their business. They can do that.
Here's the thing. Like I said, when you decide that you're going to put your personal life on the computer, online, when you're going, whether it's Twitter or Facebook, right? Because we know Facebook is probably the most popular.
Right.
But when you put it on Facebook and your page is public and it's open, I can go see it, you're telling me it's okay. It's like reading the newspaper. It's like logging in and deciding to search for a certain article, and there the article pops up. Oh,
gotcha.
Because if you're an extension of the organization that hires you, you're an extension of their brand, and they want to know that the employees that they hired and have on their team but believe and value the same things that they do. And you're going to show up in a way that the company doesn't have to apologize and have a big PR issue on their hand because of something you said.
Right. Business coach,
you're out
go
smoking
ahead.
weed or something, or, some photo is just not.
Yeah.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it. Shontaye Hawkins, she's a business coach, talking to me about social media today. Shontaye, it was fun and informative. Thank you for checking in today.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yep, you too. Jeff Angela sitting in for News Radio 1040 WHO.